I know Fear Hippie here is here, and today I want to take the time to talk about what's happening in the latest DBD news. Recently, Behavior actually officially sponsored the DBD League, and for y'all that do not know, it's basically a ranked organization of DBD where they're for a long time, for like 6 or 7 years, they were not actually sponsored by Behavior, but they were hosting their tournaments, and they are the kind of head of it. I believe is Hens, a very famous content creator for DBD. Um, I feel like the attitude that Behavior is showing towards ranked has been changing. For a long time, they did not want to do ranked because they were having one of, if not the worst esports tournament that ever happened in recorded history. Um, there was basically stolen artwork, or self-promotion of music by the announcers themselves. Very cringe and just weird phrases they were saying throughout the whole stream. There wasn't a really good full set, not much variety at all amongst the killers. It literally was just Nurse at the time and Claude, just Nurses and Claude's whole game. And then just using the urgent slowdown was best at the time, I believe. But it was one of the worst recorded esports tournaments in history. Recorded history, one of the worst. Um, but lately, Behavior they have added extra spectator cameras to the custom games. So, and the reason they decided for that was because of tournaments and stuff, which I think is, if they are gonna be sponsoring a DBD league, I think it makes sense. They also ended up showing the actual MMR for a very first time, and I would say about 5, 6 years. They showed it, I believe, at the 2 or 3 year mark, but they didn't ever really go into too much detail. But they kind of gave us what's considered the high skill and low skill brackets. They're also doing the DBD stat tracker, which for y'all that don't know, you can go on, I believe, like literally dbdstattracker.com, and
It's me.
you enter in your information, and DBD will actually end up giving you all your information for different things, which I think would be really cool. I looked at some of my information, and it was a little bit off, but most of it I would say was fairly accurate. It was just the hours. The hours were all over the place. Like, I have 6,000 hours in the game, and it says I only played, I believe, like 800, 900 hours with Armrio. And, like, I feel like I have a lot more. Same thing with my Earth Killers. My Earth Killer hours were very, very low. I know I've been putting a lot of time into Survivor lately because I am with Virgo Queen, and she only plays Survivor. Um, but I felt like some of it was off, but most of it seemed like it was pretty good. I have used other DBD stat trackers in the past, and they have gave me more information that I found useful, and it actually helped compare me up against other players. That's how I figured out I'm in like the top 100 for Armario Cadillans, and like one putt Willie, he's like 20 spots above me, and then there's like 40 other people below me at the time when I checked it. Probably not that anymore because I haven't been playing, but I did take a screenshot. So I can kind of prove it if anybody's interested in receipts. But yeah, I just want to make a video about that, talk about what's happening in the community, and I'll probably make a second video just discussing what I think ranked should be like. But anyways, I'll see y'all around. I hope y'all have a great, wonderful day. Bye bye.